Hey, welcome so much to Soleil's Tarot. My name is Isabel and we're looking at abundance today. I'm very, very, very excited. I've got some of my own little card decks that I made. Yes, they might not be like beautiful decks, but I feel like that they're going to do the trick because I've been putting a lot of meditation and energy into them so that this can actually have some benefits to you as well. So let's get started. Draw up 3 cards for you. So pile number 1. We're going to do 1 here, pile number 2, and pile number 3. There you have it, folks. We will see you shortly. Stay tuned. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining again. We've got the Queen of Pentacles as your card. Okay, I feel like this is a very, very good news for you already. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, that you've been working on your abundance for quite some time, and now you're reaping the reward. You're looking at it with great potential, and you're also looking at it as something already either achieved or achievable in your current situation. So let's see what else we can see here for your abundance and seeing where this is coming to you. All right, so let's put this one in reverse because that's how it kind of jumped out. So the 5 of Swords in reverse, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands. All right. So the first thing that I see here is that you've been challenged quite a bit. And like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles, something that is coming or has come to you that you feel very proud of. I feel like that obstacles have been thrown at you left and right, and you've been battling some sort of win for quite some time, but I feel like it's not over for you, and it's not in a bad sense, but I feel like you have to lose some to gain some. And with the 2 of Wands, I feel like that you're looking into that direction of how to make more or how to gain more. The 9 of Pentacles, I feel like this is something like as the Queen of Pentacles is looking down, also as the 9 of Pentacles looking down at the earth. So I feel like this is, like I said, due to hard work, but I feel like something that you've been manifesting for quite some time. And even if it wasn't exactly 100% where you wanted it to be, but I feel like this is all coming your way. That new direction that you're going to be looking at, and maybe there's a new career opportunity or something along those lines that will be putting you into that direction of seeing your benefits and seeing the fruit of all that hard work come into play. All right, so we've got the 9 of Wands here in reverse, and we also have the Ace of Pentacles. So we're seeing a change in the way you're thinking as well. Thinking about money, thinking about your resources, thinking about the challenges that have happened to you. So it's almost like a reminiscing, but in a good way. You're kind of seeing, okay, you know what, this has happened to me. This is what is going on in my life now, and this is where I want to be. So I feel like you're setting goals for yourself and new expectations, like with the Ace of Pentacles. You're getting to that point that you're actually understanding how the money flows and how you're going to be getting it. So I feel like hard times are over. Challenges are coming or rewarding you. Those challenges that you have been doing are currently rewarding you, and new beginnings ahead for sure. Look at that. We've got the Ace of Cups as well, and also the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, this could be also not only a partnership, but it also could be fueled by a lot of energy, motivation to start that new chapter in your life. So something is going to be ending for sure. Something that is going to require you to end in order for you to gain abundance. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got the World and also the Ace of Wands. Lots of aces here, okay? So there's a lot of new beginnings, new options for you. It's like time will tell of how big and prosperous you're going to be in that challenge and that money and abundance situation. You're overwhelmed with how much changes are coming into your life. So I feel like with all the aces, all these challenges, but new beginnings are coming into your life. These are good challenges though. These are not something that is like going to make you hurt or suffer. I feel like this is all new beginnings and new territory. Something that you haven't seen before, you haven't experienced before. It's almost like whatever path you're going to be taking from now on is going to be everything that you actually wanted to go and how you want it to transpire in your life. See, we've got the Page of Wands as well. So you're going to be seeing that new path ahead of you. And even though sometimes we see this card as a theft card, for me personally right now, I feel like that you're starting to see things, you're carrying the burden differently now. So you're seeing that new path and hopefully getting away from any burden or obstacles in your life that's going to be pertaining to especially somebody. I'm getting that there is somebody that may be hindering you or has hindered you in the past in order to make do. So it could be a past relationship or a past work situation that has made you think about like the obstacles and kind of move forward into a new path and not looking back anymore into whatever is coming your way. We've got the strength as well as we've got the burden. So I feel like this is a symbolization of the way that you're feeling currently with how your path is going and how money is coming to you. I feel like that you've been hanging on for quite some time and that you've been holding on to that strength in order to be able to rebuild yourself. So I feel like everything that has happened to you, I feel like it had a rhythm. And now all of a sudden it's that pattern and rhythm is actually flowing now into like more of a linear than versus before was kind of like up and down, up and down. And I feel like you're letting go of a lot of your burdens and sorrows for that. I feel like that there's also a lot of chances that have been potentially given to you in the past, but you haven't really thought of them as being that particular option that you wanted. But I feel like that this is now a new offering, especially with the Ace of Pentacles and also the Ace of Cups. I feel like there's a new offering and new emotions built up into that cup, okay? I feel like that this is something saying like, you know what, it's the right time for you to look at it. It's the right time, the right option. And I feel like also your angels, spirit guides are actually putting this in your path for a reason. They're setting those, I almost want to say traps for you, because I feel like that's kind of how it's almost is. Like they're setting you some signs or symbols but very specific to that question that you wanted answered. And I feel like it's all coming, whether it's coming now or it's going to come in the near future. I feel like this here is all relatable about how the Queen of Pentacles is currently making you feel and what you have been going through in order to achieve that Pentacles in your hand, in that possession. So I feel like there's already a possession that you have already, and possibly even maybe some investments or something that you've actually even put money aside. And I feel like now that's where that reward is coming from. Now, a lot of you might not be in the retiring yet, but I feel like this is also a good news for you to set up a retirement fund if you haven't already. I mean, it doesn't have to be even just possible savings or possible investments then versus just putting it into a savings account so that you can get as much profit as possible at the end. Let's see what else we get. I'm going to bring out my super duper cards that I've actually made myself. Oh, there. All right. Okay. So we've got from a lack of mindset to abundance. Okay. So that already tells me right there a lot, right? So maybe you had been feeling previous to that you couldn't manifest what you wanted, and that's why you were seeing the Queen of Pentacles as your reward options. Okay, so let's see what else. So I've got here, I am financially stable. So I feel like this is where you're getting at, right? From the lack of mindset to abundance, and now you're feeling financially stable. So this is good. And also, this is the other one that just came up. 2,000 coming your way, okay? So like I said, this could be something, a pattern or something that you have put aside, or maybe even taken advantage of setting that, the $2,000 either to the side, or you're coming into a $2,000. And to be honest with you, right now, it's the end of November, going into December. So I'm going to say that if that's the case for some of you, it might be some kind of bonus or some kind of situation where you are giving some money ahead. So those are my super duper little cards that I made. I know I'm horrible at writing, but I just figured this would be something that I've manifested for quite some time. And I figured, you know what, yes, they're kind of cheesy, but I feel like that it's something that I wanted to kind of do. And and meditate over and see. Okay, so let's see what other cards Life Choices has here. It says everything will be okay and life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Okay, so it's saying take the initiative, take that step. Okay, abundance doesn't come easy. All right, not for everybody. And to be honest with you, you've done a lot of hard work and everything's going to be okay. Whether or not this has already come into effect or not, this is something that is going to be in your path, whether you like it or not. And it's going to be coming into your life fairly soon if it hasn't already started. I feel like check and double check of what your guides or angels are bringing to your plate. I feel like that they're actually throwing you basically plates over your head in order for you to figure out what is going on and how to achieve that. These aces are not, like right in here, wherever they are, the aces are not coming to you for any other reason as to changes in your life. There's a lot of changes happening and there's going to be a lot of movement as well. Okay, this is where that abundance comes in, and that maturity of handling money and seeing things clearly. Now, for some of you, it might be like, okay, well, how do I get there and what do I do? Now, I'm kind of seeing that there's two options here for you, pile number one. Okay, how do you get there? Simple. The way that you get there is by listening to your guides and listening to your angels and spirits that are around you, that are giving you those smacks in the face that you're not clearly seeing. And the other option is actually to think rationally about things and seeing what is your ultimate goal in success. Okay, are you looking for having just a lot of money, or are you looking to have a substantial abundance, financial stability in order for you to live a beautiful life? So I think that that's, I think that there's options out there for you, pile number one. And I feel like that you will achieve those ones. And like I said, with the aces, that's very clear to me. And also with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like that is also already into production for you. So hopefully this makes sense. And thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you can subscribe. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Hello, pile number two. Thank you so much for joining. We're looking at abundance today and what we got going on here. All right, so this is a card you chose, pile number two. This is the Three of Cups. I'm very excited for this card because I feel like this is a celebration happening, and something in your abundance is actually creating that celebration. So it could be special earnings, special, it could be something that you're receiving from a group or somebody. It could be something to do with celebrating an event in your life that potentially has money and goals set aside for you. Let's see what we have here. Okay, clearly the 8 wanted to pop out and see what else we've got going on for pile number two. All right, look at that. Okay, so I feel like these cards were on pile number one as well. Okay, so I feel like there's a rush of money coming your way. Like I said here, there's that celebration, but I feel like there's some commitment or something that has happened maybe at work or something like that, that you're gaining that momentum. You're gaining fruit of what you've accomplished right now, and there's a rush of money, financial gains coming to you. I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles also, she kind of looks down, and so does the Queen of Pentacles. And I mentioned this on pile number one as well, is that looking down sometimes can be, looking at the earth or looking at what you have already earned. So I feel like, again, this is money earned. This is a celebration of what you've accomplished. Maybe you've had a big, job come up, or something new that has come up into your life that you're actually able to celebrate, especially with financials. Maybe that has given you a little bit more stability, and it's also giving you some room to breathe, I'm hearing. Okay, I also see that with the 8 of Wands, that could be, for some of you, that would be a traveling, or maybe, going somewhere else in order to earn money, or, moving to a different location in order to get that job or qualifications that you were looking for. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got the Star, we've got the Empress, and the Lovers. This is like super good news. It's kind of like you're going in the right direction. You have the admiration of the Lovers, okay? I also feel like this is some news coming your way as well. And I know that's usually the Judgment card, but the Lovers is actually indicating to me that there is going to be some kind of movement and situation, some kind of agreement that I'm seeing here. And with your abundance, I feel like that you're committing to something. You're committing to a job, or you're committing to some opportunity that's coming your way that's going to be giving you that, if you weren't already happy, I feel like it's going to give you that happiness. And it's going to also give you, see, the Lovers and the Empress. If I'm looking at this in a financial way, I'm seeing this like I said, some news that is going to be giving you that confidence back. So maybe a new job opportunity, or maybe if you are already in a new job or into your job, maybe you're getting some news about a promotion or something like that. I feel like this is something that you've been wishing for some time and doing a lot of hard work. So whether or not you're moving, and some of you may or some of you may not, but I also feel like with the Star that there's been a lot of challenges, but I feel like that you've been moving into that role that you wanted to achieve in order to make that abundance grow. So good for you, pile number 2. I feel like this is, I wouldn't say a new beginning. I feel like this is something that you've, like I said, been working on extremely hard, and you've been, but look at that, the Ace of Wands with new beginnings, also the Hangman. So I feel like that you're finally letting go, and that you're making the right decisions at the right time. Pile number 2, I feel like with the Ace of Wands, that you are finally building up that courage in a like situation in order for you to be able to build that abundance that you always wanted. Okay, that you're actually taking that in that step. I feel like that somewhere down the line you were like, I don't think I can do that. And then all of a sudden it's like, damn right, I should be able to do that. Absolutely. And then once you let go of that mindset, I feel like now it's kind of like that opportunity will, like, it's, if it hasn't already, it will present itself to you with a bang. And I feel like that's time that you have to let go of whatever you thought of before. And if you are thinking of relocation, maybe this is what it's saying, that it's now that time that you're going to be doing that relocation in order to create more money for you and your fam. All right, so we've got the 6 of Wands in reverse, and also the 7 of Pentacles. So like I said, we've been looking at hard work, okay, and now you're kind of seeping or looking at the, you know, what you've been building. I feel like sometimes you don't think that that it's maybe worth for you, of all the challenges that you have had, or maybe you are having right now, that sometimes you're looking at it and saying, is this really enough? Have I really, is this as far as I can go in, you know, whatever I'm doing? Is this money going to be enough in order to sustain my family? And you're looking kind of down on it by saying, maybe I should not be celebrating on this, because it's really not really there yet. But I can assure you that things are going to be changing and moving into that direction. See, we see the 3 here and the 3 here. So I feel like there's going to be potential of growth, and also moving forward with other people that have the same mindset as you, and that are going to be able to bring you into that group. And we also have the World card. So anything is possible here. All right, pile number 2. I feel like don't get stuck on whatever you have not achieved yet, because I feel like this is all going to be coming your way. And I feel like this is going to be coming in very quickly, like it says here. And once it starts, it's just going to like go so fast that maybe this is where you might have to let go of that, because that mindset is the one that might be hindering you. See, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and also the scarcity of the 5 of Pentacles. So that tells me that you might be thinking that this position might actually the turning point of this position, or whatever you're doing in order to get that abundance going, whether or not you're maybe even thinking about doing your own business. You feel like sometimes that if you do move ahead, this, like I said, it's for some of you, if you do move ahead with whatever opportunities that you might be lacking of some money and or opportunity, it's an opportunity missed. So I feel like that the currently the way that the cards are telling me, and the thing that I'm hearing is, keep on working on what it is, because there's no scarcity there. You have so much potential, so much to give, and so much is coming to you, that I don't believe that the abundance is not going to be there for you at the end, okay, of your journey. I feel like that this is why, the reason why the Wheel of Fortune came out with the 5 of Pentacles, is to assure you that things like that are not going to be happening to your life. Now I'm going to bring my super duper little cards that I made. Yes, I know they're not the greatest cards in the world, but here they are. Kind of made them a little, and then I just kind of came up with some sayings that were given to me, and figured that I can share these sayings with you guys. Now, don't mind my writing or my little scribbles on them, because I'm not very good at it. All right, so coming your way, we're looking at $100. Okay, so this could be an immediate $100 coming into your pocket here shortly. Okay, so I feel like abundance and money situation, I feel like, what is $100 really? But when you see that sign of $100 coming your way, you'll see that things are going to be progressing. Better days ahead, you know what I'm saying? This is where that comes in. Okay, you got to stop that mindset of saying maybe this is not happening to you. Look at that. See the opportunities ahead? Okay, so better days ahead, opportunities ahead. What is this telling you? What are the guides telling you? What is your spirit guides telling you? All right, they're saying, you know what? That $100 is going to make that difference, because that is that opportunity that comes ahead, and you're going to be having to change your mind. And here, I'm going to put this one over here, because I feel like this is, I will quit my job when I'm ready, okay? So I feel like this is where that opportunity comes in, that maybe even for some of you would be an opportunity of changing positions, all right, with the Ace of Wands. But also it could be that you might be working on something creative that you have set your mind to do, that you're not sure if that's going to be bringing you financial gains. All right, let's see what else we've got here on my little manifestation cards. And see what we can get for pile number 2. Okay, that was a little high pitch, but let's see. Every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. All right, and then we've got today will be a good day, okay? So I feel like also concentrate on people that you love. Share your situation with them. Share what your decision makings are, and share what your passion is. And I feel like this is where that today will be a good day comes in, is that once you do give that attention to the people that you love, and you let them know how you feel about your abundance and how you want to make this happen, and you'd be surprised of how much they're going to be on your side and telling you to do things. We've got don't give up, always reach for the stars. You see that? Stars right here, okay? All right, we've got the stars on this side, and then we've got reach for the stars on this side. Okay, so that's telling me don't give up on your dreams. If you do have the pleasure of starting your own business or starting something from scratch, I feel like this is the time that you need to talk to somebody that you love, need to share that project with them, and also be able to reach the stars. Don't give up. Once you see that $100 coming in your way, you will know that the process is coming in for you, pile number 2, and that abundance is near. So hang in there. You're going to be amazing. Everything's going to happen to you like the way it's supposed to. I have no doubts that they're pushing you into the right direction. So thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Hasta luego. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining. We're looking at your abundance today, and we've got the 2 of Cups. Okay, this reminds me of some kind of agreement between 2 people. I feel like that if you were single at one point or another, and this would be relatable to some, is that maybe you're coming into an agreement of putting your monies together, or transactions together into one. Now, it can mean a lot of things. So let's see what else we get here with that pile number 3. And let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've got the Temperance, and we've got the Ace of Cups. And the I swear to you, a lot of these cards are on pile number 1 and 2. So pile number 3, I feel like there's a lot of things that might be relatable to you for this pile. And if it doesn't, it might be something relatable to you in pile number 2. Definitely, that's what I'm hearing as well. And I feel like that this is something that maybe if it's not pile number 3, pile number 2, you should check that one out too. All right, let's get started here and see. So I feel like with the Temperance, like you see the transaction here, I feel like that there's movement here as well from one cup to another. So almost like whether, okay, this angel here is making a cocktail. That would be pretty cool. But also it's kind of like getting their feet wet, okay, in some situations. So I feel like that something that has evolved between two people, that it's been now connected into maybe a joint partnership, or, you know, transactions moving from one cup to another, or just a really experienced cocktail person that can make pretty damn good cocktails. But anyways, again, with the Ace of Cups, I feel like there's also new ventures, new opportunities that are coming to you ahead. And also with the Three of Cups, there's also that celebration. So I feel like if somebody has gotten married just recently, congratulations, by the way. So some of you might be thinking of kind of moving on and putting things together in your financials, and maybe you were hesitant at one point, but I say go ahead, because I feel like the time is right for that. If it's not somebody that's just remarried or whatever, and maybe that you have decided that new ventures and work, and I feel like that, you know, you're finally taking on an initial step of doing business with somebody. I feel like this is also the right time for you to do that. I feel like that you're putting a lot of your efforts and emotions into whatever dealings that you're having right now, and also it's actually coming in with great response and great management. I feel like great management and skills. All right, so I feel like that with this situation, it's not just only about money. I feel like it's also that state of mind that's putting you into that choice, and the choices that you have that are wonderful. All right, so we've got the King of Wands in reverse, we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Two of Cups. Seriously, I feel like this two has, I believe, come out on all three, but double check anyways, and maybe pile number one. Probably I remember these two for sure on pile number one, and even though I shuffled this deck like crazy before I do the next one. But anyways, all right, so we've got the King of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Wands. So you're finally stepping out of your comfort zone. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're moving towards something different. You're moving into a new path in your life, especially with the Two of Wands. I feel like that you're finally given up on whatever was holding you back, and you're looking ahead to new beginnings, new opportunities, and new ventures with the Ace of Cups. But also, I feel like the Two of Cups, for me, it's a new direction where you're heading, and you're looking into the horizon with the world in your hand, expressing that you want to see things, you want to travel, you want to observe. And I feel like this is where that situation comes in. I also have here the Five of Swords in reverse and also the Three. I feel like there's some hindrance. Maybe it's like where you're at. I almost feel like this is and pile number three, what I'm getting here is that there's an opportunity for you to leave where you're at right now. I'm talking about not just work, but I feel like there's an opportunity for some of you, like some of you might not, but to leave where you're at, leave the city or country or whatever, and start something new. But I feel like that there's such a contemplation with the Two of Wands, but I feel like there's some missed opportunities here that you're not taking, that you haven't taken on the challenge. And I know that this is about abundance, but I'm kind of going in a different direction here. Okay, I feel like that you need to move ahead in order to change. Okay, this is what I'm hearing here. In order to change the abundance structure in your life, you need to move ahead for a new direction in your life. So it's either leaving whatever, like the space itself, like country, origins, whatever it is that you need to leave, or a job related situation. I feel like this is almost like a calling, like you've been called to do something completely different, and that's going to be giving you that abundance. You're almost like so stuck in what you're doing right now, pile number three. And like I said, it's not for everybody, but like I said, the way it's coming in is that you're so stuck with the way that things are happening to in your life right now that you're not seeing how to let go of that. Even though that some of you might be thinking this is the way it has to be, but some of you are not seeing this as the opportunity of a lifetime. You see, there is that opportunity kicking around, and it's just not being shown to you yet until you finalize that chance of saying, okay, I'm heading into that direction now, and then the opportunity will be set for you. We've got the Page of Swords and also the Queen of Swords. Okay, here's the thing, okay? Pile number 3, I feel like that you are fighting it off, okay? That you're challenging yourself, and you're not really seeing exactly that point of view, okay? You're like maybe this is why, because maybe you started that new relationship and you feel like that this is something that's gonna pull you back, if that's the way. But I feel like with the Queen of Swords, it's like go ahead, feel confident about the way you do things, because I feel like this is something to do with the way that you're feeling emotionally, or not being able to look at the situation as, you know, walking away from something, or and I almost feel like this is something to do with a location. Like the location is just not right for you, and that new opportunities are going to be ahead. And also with the Page of Swords, like you're fighting this off, and you shouldn't have to fight it off that much. I feel like the Queen of Swords is saying, you know what, confidence. My Queen of Swords is always about confidence. And I feel like when she strikes with that sword and she tells you like, this is it, this is the way it's going to be. All right, so we've got the Hangman and also the Chariot and the Queen of Wands. All right, so with the Hangman, again, we're talking about letting go. And then the Chariot is moving forward, as well as with the Queen of Wands, in confidence. So moving forward with confidence in order to be able to seek that abundance. So let's see what my little tiny cards that I pre-made say for you, and see what Spirit has to say with my, and don't mind my writing skills. All right, so let's see. So we've got trust the universe for results. See, exactly what we were saying. If you see the number 555, that means that new ways to make enough money is coming your way, okay? So that doesn't necessarily mean, like we were saying here, this is that opportunity that I was mentioning before, that it doesn't always necessarily have to be black and white either, okay? 555, every time you see that number, pile number 3, you're going to be seeing that new way of making enough money, okay? And then, oh, look at that, the 999 good fortune card coming your way. So there's a lot of numbers here, a lot of synchronicities that are happening or going to be happening to your life, especially look for those ones. Obviously, if you do have, there's a little tiny hair there. If you do have, or if you see these a lot, like 111s, 222s, and whatever, of course, make an acknowledgement on all of them, because they do have all a meaning to them. But I feel like 555 and 999 will be your ultimate factors. And look at that, another synchronicity one for you, as 888, financial worries will soon be a thing of the past. So there you go. Look at that. 555, new ways of making money and good fortune, and also your financial worries will soon be a thing of the past. So obviously they're saying trust the universe for a reason. And we're going to see what other manifestation cards I've got here that I also kind of pre-made. What kind of beautiful little sticky notes I could put together for you. All right, so let's see. So pile number 3, what do we have? We've got love. I feel like this is another dream it, wish it, do it, and take the risk or lose the chance. All right. All right. So pile number 3, here you have it. I feel like this also has to do with love and romance. So maybe this 2 of cups is the one that is initially holding you back. But let me tell you something, if that's the case, it seems like you already know which way to turn. The dream it, wish it, do it card, it's like you got this. You know exactly where you're going to be with your good fortune, and take the risk or lose the chance, okay? So take that risk. Don't lose the chance. So make it work. Make it happen. You've got this. I can't tell you enough how important that is in your life, is not to lose that chance, okay? It's not because you won't get any more in return. It's just that one possible chance that you're not seeing is the one that's going to be providing you that good fortune that you want. So thank you so much, pile number 3. And don't forget to subscribe and like. And we will see you next time. Hasta luego.